morning. Well, thank you very much for coming this morning. If you see my voice is a little bit awkward because I'm very excited about this project. I only worked 3 years for this, so finally we are here. And I really want to thank all of you for coming on this beautiful, sunny but warm day. They telling us it's going to be the second hottest day of the summer. So it's just so we're going to be all under the sun for next half an hour or so, but it's for the good cause, and I'm hoping you forgive that heat. At this point, I want to kind of tell you a couple of little things for you to know. This particular building is going to be somewhere about 57,000 square feet. It's going to be 2 stories. The right corner of it, that the hospital and the district is going to take over that area, will be an educational center, which will be a almost 200 seat auditorium and couple of classrooms. This area is really dedicated to education for the community, and anybody else can use it. We don't have any kind of auditorium other than in the colleges for our public and ourselves to use. So that area will be that. And the other half of the building, which is the main part of it, will be a City of Hope Cancer Center, which is almost 24,000 square feet. That City of Hope is going to take over and create a state-of-the-art cancer center for us. And then the second floor is almost, we are taking 8,800 square feet for our programs for the hospital, and the rest of them is about 24,000 that is open for physicians to rent. So those were some numbers that I wanted to give you as far as the size of the building and the project. And where you sit, it will be the heart of the building, and hopefully all this goes through. By December next year, we're going to have a building and a cancer center here, which is totally functional. I personally very happy for this. The partnership with a great institution like City of Hope Medical Center and their physicians and foundation is really an honor for us to be a partner. The Valley will be very much happy to see a full service cancer center, which we were waiting for this for a long, long time. And basically, Antelope Valley deserves to have one of the best cancer centers in the country. So with our partners' help, this will be something that we're going to achieve. So I'm very, very happy about that. And thank you for your partnership. At this point, I want to ask our chairman of the board, Dr. Prazo, come up to say a couple of words.
I'll just start off by had to shake the hand of the man that was really instrumental in this, and that's our CEO, Mr. Ed Mizbegian. I think when you have a project like this, it reminds you that you have to have a talented leader to make sure that these things come to fruition. And I'm just happy to represent your administration and this hospital. When I first came here, I knew we were going to have this in this empty lot. And then I said, how are we going to have it? This empty lot is so hot. So as I approach in my car, I see we have a tent. And think about it, within a year, this tent will be replaced by this picture behind me. What a fantastic project that has come to fruition. For now, this is a new beginning. It's a relationship with a distinguished, well-known, world-renowned institution called the City of Hope. So literally, we are bringing hope to our community. What this is also is the end. It's the end of the countless hours of travel that our patients have to endure to seek the help of the City of Hope. Again, I want to thank our CEO, Mr. Mirzabagian, his staff who are here, You did a great job. We couldn't have done it without you. And to my board of directors who've been so supportive, and without them, this would not come to fruition. And the City of Hope. We've been waiting a long time. Your physician's reputation has been long standing in the community and the world for such a long time. So it's with pride that this hospital in our cities, with the mayor here and our assemblyman and all the other folks that make our area worthwhile are here to welcome you. So we are not only thankful, but we are proud to be your partner. And I just kind of always want to remind myself, what is the recipe for a success like the City of Hope coming to the hospital? And what it is a stable administration which has to include a talented CEO and a stable board, achievable goals, and unlimited dreams. So again, welcome, and I look forward to many, many years of working with the City of Hope. Thank you.
My remarks this afternoon will be very short but very heartfelt. It is with extreme excitement and enthusiasm that we look at this gathering today and the next step in a process that's been evolving. With this, we have the realization of some shared vision and shared values. Both the hospital and City of Hope care deeply about patients and their welfare, care deeply about educating the community in order to live better lives, care very much about providing wonderful opportunities for those people in great need. And what a wonderful time this is for us to work together, realizing this shared vision. I certainly want to express my thanks on behalf of all of us to the hospital and the leadership of the hospital. Thank you so very much. To Gio Bruno and Associates, thank you. To the civic and state leaders who are here, and to everyone here who in one sense or another participates in the success of this vision. This is a very important partnership for us to provide better cancer care, to provide more extensive education, to provide an opportunity for people to lead better and better lives. This is a wonderful thing for all of us to share. For almost 100 years, City of Hope has cared about providing not just high quality care, but compassionate care. And in this sense, we find the perfect partner with you all here today. It is our future together. I could not be more excited or more enthusiastic about it. I too look forward to, and barely over a year from now, seeing the reality of this here, and over decades to come after that, seeing the lives that will be impacted and the people that will be helped. We look forward to working with you to be a resource to the community, to provide what's needed, and to be very creative in how we do that, to care for cancer patients both physically and emotionally, and to support the vision of this institution. Together, we will be able to transform hope into reality, and I can think of nothing more satisfying than that. It's a privilege for us to work with you and a privilege for us to be here. Thank you so very much.
Good morning, and thank you, everybody. I have the unique distinction of looking at this from both sides. That doesn't mean I'm talking from both sides of my mouth, but I have the experience of being here for a long period of time, and I know the strength of City of Hope. 14 years ago, we had a physician from City of Hope who had the vision and the foresight to come out of his comfort zone and see how care was delivered in Antelope Valley when the opportunity arose. That physician, Dr. Benjamin Paz, who has been my my teacher, my mentor, my partner, and my best friend. He came in here and realized that 80% of cancer care was delivered in the community. And to make any worthwhile impact on cancer care, we really have to take City of Hope to the community rather than expect them to come to us. You realize that the impact on the families, impact on the patient themselves in times when is the most stressful to travel to get quality care was difficult. And at that time, Leticia and Ben basically sowed the seeds of what we are here to celebrate today. I have been here for about 10 years now. I joined Ben 10 years back. And what I learned from him is that you cannot go about this alone. You cannot be alone in trying to grow anything of any magnitude. That you have to develop partnerships, foster friendships, and be able to collaborate with the local community to be able um, to get to this to fruition. And I think when I look at this cancer center, I look at what the pillars of this cancer center are going to be. The pillars of this cancer center are going to be the Antelope Valley Hospital, Antelope Valley Community, the Antelope Valley Physicians, and the City of Hope Cancer Center. City of Hope, again, has a very unique past. It has a very strong present, and it has a future that is basically coming to a different strength based on its past. I mean, we have had 2 tents when we started about 100 years back. We're coming to our centennial celebration next year, and this was started as a tubercular sanitarium outside of LA, where the main focus of these visionaries was to be able to deliver compassionate care. And with mainly cancer and diabetes and other life-threatening diseases, we have been able to make a dent in that, be able to develop technologies that have come to some of the most strong and impacting drugs in this country right now. Drugs like insulin, drugs like cancer treatments like Herceptin have come from technologies of City of Hope. Now, the other strengths that I see from here is that when I look at patients who go out of this community, not only is it a problem of distance, but a lot of their physicians come from the community. So when they go out to UCLA or City of Hope or USC, the physicians who have been taking care of them throughout their course, know them much better, are not there with them. So one of the things that we can achieve by having the cancer center here is have the physicians who are following them for many years of time. And when that comes to what it really means to the patients, and unless it percolates down to the patient, really doesn't mean anything. And I think 2 or 3 things that I think how will impact the patients. One is they will not have to second guess the quality of the cancer care that they're getting. The proximity, obviously, we talked about the distance being in times when they need radiation to go every day across town. The other real strength that I see is the ability to open clinical trials here, the ability to be able to get a window of these patients getting into clinical trials where they can get the benefit of newer drugs, get the benefit of life-saving drugs early on, life-saving clinical trials early on. And in that segment, I really thank Dr. Mizabegian, who has been a real driver of the education for this community. Just the development of this education center, the community center, I think education is an integral part of both City of Hope and growth of this community. I think the seed that Ben and Leticia sowed is really not even a tree now. It is really a small sapling. And we really have to foster it together. We have to do a lot of hard work to be able to get this and what I believe will be a world-class cancer center. I thank Bruno and his associates to be able to have the strength to put their heart and their capital into this and get us all together so that in 5 years, 4 years, what Dr. Friedman said, the impact of cancer care will be seen downstream. Thank you very much.
I have a special connection to the City of Hope. My father got diagnosed about 8 years ago with leukemia, and we took him to the City of Hope. And the sheer regard for human life at the City of Hope is beyond anything. Um, the nurses, I know we've got many nurses out here today, were just the best. They treated my family like nurses do treat families, like they were their own. And Dr. Friedman, I appreciate everything the City of Hope did for our family and for what they do for families every day. To bring that to the Antelope Valley is just making the Antelope Valley a better place. We are getting the best care in the world here at the Antelope Valley without having to drive 70 miles. And that means everything to the people who live in the Antelope Valley. For those of us who have lived here for 30, 40, 50 years know that when we get something up here, it is for the benefit of our people, but it's also so that we don't have to drive. Whether it be shopping or whether it be healthcare services, it is so that we can keep that here for us. And bringing the City of Hope is just bringing the world-class cancer research to the Antelope Valley. And we appreciate doing that. And Ed and your board, thank you for having the vision to bring that to our community.
Boy, did you come to the right place. Last year in the Antelope Valley, over 1,300 people contacted American Cancer because they've been diagnosed with cancer. This year I was one of those, and so I had the joy of driving down to LA countless times. And fortunately I have a wife that, loves me and takes care of me, and she drove me back and forth. But as she was doing that, I was thinking, what about the people who don't have that? Do they even go? There's such a, believe it or not, there is such a temptation to just not do anything when you get that diagnosis. It was very bizarre. And when you have obstacles like a 2-hour drive, and imagine doing it on a bus, because so many of the people that are going to use this facility, that is their only transportation. And so, what you're bringing to us is just incalculable as to the effect it's going to have on people's lives. But hopefully what you're bringing to us is a different way of approaching cancer. Because everyone here knows that we're really not curing much cancer. It's prevention and it's early detection. If we have those two things, people get to live. And so I was thrilled when I walked in and saw that the biggest sign here is the Education Center. Because right now, Lancaster has the highest mortality rate from non-communicable diseases in the entire state. And far too much of that is cancer. And this really does give you the opportunity, because the city will do whatever we need to do to help you, to treat this as an experimental ground where everything you've ever thought might work in a community, come here and try it. We will help you do it. We will remove whatever obstacles we need to remove. If you will give us the latest and the greatest, we will disseminate it to our citizens. So this couldn't have happened at a better time. I couldn't imagine a better partner to be with than the City of Hope. Thank you for coming.
And thanks for having me. On behalf of Congressman McKeon, I want to thank the Health District Board and all the partners that have made this groundbreaking possible. We heard our Assemblyman and our Mayor both share their stories of how they've been affected by cancer. I think everybody here knows that we're all affected by cancer, whether ourselves or our family members. The Congressman actually has a son that has been battling cancer, and looks like he's going to make a full recovery. He's doing well right now. And the Assemblyman shared his remarks that this facility is just going to make our community even better. And on behalf of Congressman McKeon, I want to present you with a certificate of congressional recognition and commemoration of your ribbon cutting. Groundbreaking, actually.
Well, good morning. On behalf of Senator Runner's office, it is a great pleasure to be here today to experience this groundbreaking. This is going to be a great facility. Like everyone else here, our family has been touched by cancer, and I wish we didn't have to have this. I wish this was not something we had to deal with, but we do, and we are going to have a wonderful facility to be able to treat this horrible disease, and for so many people to so close for them to be able to come and get this, because we've driven miles too, like you, and it's going to be wonderful to have it so close. So thank you all so much for putting this together, and we're looking forward to the ribbon cutting in a year or so. That'll be great. Thank you.
Well, it is a pleasure to be here today. This is just another great resource that we're able to add to the Antelope Valley that really improves the health and quality of life of everyone here. Cutting out that time of going down below, that trip that many of us know so well, will mean a world of difference for cancer patients here in the Antelope Valley. We can't thank you enough from the City of Hope. We can't thank you enough from our Antelope Valley Hospital for helping make this happen. This is going to be a great thing, and I know Senator Runner is very much looking forward to seeing the continued growth here at the hospital. Thank you.